Well, good afternoon, such as it is. We're about 15 minutes away from Colby, Kansas. Hello, Brian. Welcome to Kansas. I-70 westbound. About mile marker 69, approximately. We're going to get off here at the Pilot Flying J, exit 54. And we're going to be stopping here for the night. Perfect. So I could have gone a little bit further, but a few things have changed, since the beginning of this morning. So that's not as glamorous as it sounds. That's not as glamorous as it. You're not really traveling, you're working. I don't get to stop and see things. I don't get to stop where I want, when I want, how I want. Now it's basically go, 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 and wait, wait, wait. So, I appreciate that, but it's nowhere near that glamorous. Living in a truck, I do it out as a necessity. I don't do it because I want to. I would prefer never having ever done it. But it is a necessity, so that's why I do it. But I make it as close to being a home as I can. But back to what I was saying, being able to having this load going from Athens, Georgia to Commerce City, Colorado, i.e. Denver, Colorado. I took the weekend off, 4 days there in near Atlanta. Took my time off, had a little bit of time at home. And then, like I said, Monday we left out of Emerson, Georgia, got to Warrenton, Missouri last night. Today we are getting here to Colby, Kansas, and on our way. When we started this morning, I was going to get myself to Burlington, Colorado, but TJ, Mr. Bull of the Woods, how you doing, sir? But like I said, we did not have a load when we started this morning to pick up once we made a delivery of these two excavators near Denver. We did get a load a few hours ago. We have another load assigned to us from Commerce City, Colorado, i.e. Denver. We're going to come 350 miles back into Kansas to go to Montezuma, Kansas. So basically a full day's drive. That's all right, DJ. Ain't got no problem with that. Right. So like I said, we're going to stop here. We got our load picking up in Montezuma, Kansas. 350 miles from our delivery up here in Denver. So that's a full half day travel empty just to get over to Montezuma. Perfect. We are picking up a John Deere 8400R tractor. 11 foot tall, 10 foot wide. And we're putting that 11 foot tall. Come on, speed up. Speed up, there you go. Not hard. So we're putting that 11 foot tall a piece of machinery, this tractor, on top of our deck, which we stand 38 inches off the ground. So that's 14 foot 2 inches basically. 11 foot plus 3 foot 6 and 2 extra inches, or 3 foot with 2 inches extra, that makes 14 foot 2. If my math is correct, I believe it is. We're going to be 10 foot wide, so we're going to be oversized. But we're taking this from a John Deere dealer here in Montezuma. We're taking it to a farm in Glen, California, a bit north of Sacramento, Yuba City. Not the place to stop. So we are going to be going to California, so because of the, we're going to be going basically out. Well, I don't know which direction I'm going to be going out because permits will be dictating my route, especially in Colorado. I believe I still have an annual permit for California, Nevada, and Utah. I believe all three of those are still valid. So I have some leeway there. But Colorado and Kansas are going to determine the route I can take to get over to Utah, and then Nevada, then California. So before I even get to Utah, I got to figure out, the permit's going to say which way I can go. First of all, to get out of Kansas into Colorado. I may even be forced to go south, an even longer way. I may be forced to go into Oklahoma, then into New Mexico, Arizona, then California. I don't know which way the permit's going to force me. I could also be given a route that takes me up into Wyoming. So it's all depending on what the permit says. So because I am going to California, I don't know which route I'm going to take. I am not able to say where I will be able to stop to go to Walmart or a grocery store. So because of that uncertainty, I'm going to stop here in Colby, Kansas. When this rain stops, I'm going to walk over down to the Walmart, less than half a mile away, roughly. I'll do a little bit of grocery shopping, and I'll be set up for the entire next week for food. So tomorrow, I will make my delivery in Denver, about 230 miles away. And then once I make the delivery of these two Caterpillar excavators, then I'm going to be racing my way out to Montezuma. Then I got to find a place to park that's somewhere near that city, that town. And then I'll load on Thursday morning. Like I said, I'll load Thursday morning sometime, and then drive the rest of the day after I get my permits as far as I can. And up ahead here, we can see the turn. That turn to the a little bit more to the west from the northwest we're on right now. Pilot Fly J's on the right. The Walmart's a little bit after that on the right. We were here just a couple of weeks ago. We made a delivery here in Colby, right across the street. Had a little John Deere dealer here on the other side. Well, maybe not. It wasn't a John Deere. It was just a. It was some kind of a place that had machinery. I forget what it was.
Half a mile. Take exit 54 on the right onto South Country Club Drive.
So hopefully, like I said, we're stopping a little bit earlier than we normally would. It's 3 o'clock. But we did start at 5 a.m. back in Missouri, so there you go. And here's our pilot. We're going to stop for the night. So directly ahead of us is the Walmart. So down that side road, like I said, just a short walk. So, you know, right down to our left, we'll make a short walk down there, and we will, so we'll do a little bit of shopping whenever this rain stops. I mean, I'm glad we got a little bit of rain, but
First right onto County Road Q.
we're not going to be walking in the rain. That's not what I need to be doing. So like I said, a couple weeks ago, we spent we stopped here for a load, or we made a delivery across the street, came over here and waited for our next load, and I believe we were here for the weekend. Yeah, we were, because we went over to the Walmart. We went to the Walmart twice. Now, we have plenty of parking spots here.
Your destination is on the right.
We are going to put in 75 gallons of fuel to start. So we'll grab one of these parking spots right here that's not reserved. Probably this very first one here, if I can. Let's see. All the lanes are full. Got FedEx guy done. No, we'll get behind this guy here. Why not? So we'll wait for this guy to empty. Every lane is full. I mean, that's... We'll turn that off, turn that off, turn those off. Turn that around there. So we are Colby, Kansas at the old Pilot. Turn that a little bit that way. There we go. So we're going to put this ELD onto rest brake here for a second. And when we get out the fuel, we'll fill the fuel. And then we'll pull around, we'll get itself parked. And then we will fuel in depth. Like I said, we're only going to put 75 gallons in today. Tomorrow morning, we will fill again with another 75 gallons. And then we will, like I said, we're going to maximize our points. All right, so we are about 50 miles away from the border with Colorado. So we'll get to Burlington. We'll get to Lyman. There we go. Guys pulling up. Here we go. We got lucky. We got the guy who's pulling out the first, so we didn't have to wait too much. Now it is wet out, so it's not going to be fun, but and so we're going to maximize our points here. I mean, just a little bit more. There we go. We're going to maximize our reward points, and like I said, we are at 1.5 points per gallon right now. Tomorrow, when I fill, I'll be at 2 points and go to 2.5. So, I said a little bit less fill each time, but more frequent fills get our points where we need it to be. So, driver on, fueling next. We got that done. Turn that off. So, until later, thank you for joining me from wet Colby, Kansas. We'll see y'all later. God bless.